So, um, welcome to episode or post 2 of Not Depressed, which is the title that I've given my show. I've gotten a lot of feedback on my first video. A lot of it was negative, but constructive, and I think I got a lot of great advice. So the things I'm going to be working on today, based on the feedback, are to make the videos shorter, to make them less meandery, and to get to the point faster. Now, again, this is all at my own pace, and I'm just going to do my personal best. And if I find myself meandering or taking a really long time, I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm just going to, I will remain not depressed, but mostly I'm just going to keep going. And this is going to get better, I promise you, with every video, smoother and better. So I had a great idea for Not Depressed, this new one, when I was watching the video from yesterday's Not Depressed, and that idea was books. I talk a lot, well, I talk about dogs in my first video, and I briefly mention my 3 dogs, Tom, Huck, and Jim, and the 3 of them, and how they can make a lot of noise sometimes, but it feels like important noise. And I was thinking, I mean, I named these dogs after Tom Sawyer and the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and that made me think, well, books are an important part of my life, and I mean, as much as my dogs. So why not talk about how books are a reason to not be depressed? Now, books, I'm going to go over 3 points. They bring pleasure, you can read them anywhere, and they bring us together as a human race, species. They bring us together as beings, I think. I'll go over that point first because it's kind of complicated, and sometimes I'll have, I think, a great idea of something to share, and then when I try to talk it out, I don't maybe have the verbal skills to really express what I want, you know? So, books bring us together as a species. Why? Because we can read about other people's experiences. I mean, sometimes often books are about tragedies and about terrible things that have happened throughout history or that are happening now. There are lots of books I've noticed on the market about people coming home from the wars or dealing with a lot of the terrible things that have happened in the last few years. And they can sometimes seem like books are a reason to be depressed. But I really think that reading about these things brings us closer to other people and connects us to other people in an important way. And I think that that is a reason. I think it's good to be brought together as people. I think that sort of, I think it fuses our souls, and I think that that's a good thing. No matter what, that is a good thing. Okay, and 2 was that you can bring books anywhere, and you can. You can read a book on a subway train. You can read a book in an elevator for a few seconds. You can read a book for a couple of minutes while you're in the waiting room for your, just have like a snatch, like a little snatch of time, and just be transported into this story. So that's great. And then the first thing, or the third thing, is that books bring pleasure. And they do, because you read stories, and especially Mark Twain books, well, they make me laugh. And also the stories, they're adventures. I mean, not all of them, but lots of books are adventures, and they just they take you to places you would never go, or you would never go with people who are as likable as the characters in the book. Or you could, but you might not necessarily. So books are an opportunity to spend time with people you might not get to meet. So, yeah, I guess that's it. This is a pretty short one, I think. I'll look at the timestamp. It might not be, but I will sign off today. Books are a reason to do not be depressed. Wait, I have to find the button.